Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Thinking Pack. Today we are going and doing some things like that, and I was going to start by talking really fast and then kind of got tongue-tied and stuck on what to say next. But in any case, today we are going ahead and doing some more stuff. We have been programming a lot in the last episode, and we are going to be taking that to another level today, because we are going up into the sky. So, another level of programming. Anyways, that's beside the point. The point is that we are going ahead and doing some of that. So what we are doing today in particular is we are setting up a GPS system. So if you go ahead and take a look at ComputerCraft, there we go. On the right side of the screen, you can see all kinds of ComputerCraft things over here, and you can go ahead and make wireless modems and use those to set up a GPS system, which you can then use in any of your turtles or anything around the place to locate exactly where it is in the world, and we are going to be taking a look at that today, so see you guys after the intro. However, before we get into that, we are going to fix a small problem or a big problem, depending on the problem size, but it is an easy thing to fix. So, this turtle, as in the last video in the comments, Lupus590 pointed out that this turtle goes along underneath this little pipe over here, the cobblestone transport pipe, and connects to the pipe as it's going. Let's see if we can actually demonstrate that here, just in case some of you guys haven't noticed that. Let's go ahead and give it a extra piece of cobblestone just so that it can run. And we can see that as it starts going, every time it reaches a block, it goes ahead and connects. The pipe extends and connects to the turtle. And this is the pipe, by the way, that the empty buckets come down, which means that when it gets here and does its thing, it could get confused in the program. And it is, okay, it's going to surface now, which is good. That's what it's supposed to do. But in any case, we are going to just take a moment or two to adjust this slight pipe over here. And so let's go ahead and, well, I guess it's not a slight pipe, but it's a slight adjustment to the pipe. So let's go ahead and, whoa, okay, this poly tool is really good. It's breaking like 5 of them at once. But in any case, let's go ahead and break all the way over to here at once and get this way and finish breaking this. Oh, and we got some extra redstone from the deal. That is very nice indeed, very nice indeed. And now we can go ahead and adjust the pipe, and this will actually use fewer pipes than before because we can go ahead and connect the pipe like this to the place and go along like this, and hopefully the turtle's not coming back downstairs because we're going to be standing right in the way if he comes back downstairs too quickly. But in any case, now we can connect the pipe, and we are using fewer pipes than before. 2 fewer pipes than before, to be exact, and now the turtle will not connect to that pipe, and that is great. So in any case, let's go ahead and proceed all the way up the stairs, and we are going to get all the way up the stairs. And when we get all the way up the stairs, by the way, this is the project we were working on in previous episodes, for those of you guys who are new to the series. But in any case, let's go ahead and head all the way upstairs. And once we get all the way upstairs, then we can go ahead and drop off our extra pipes, but also take a look at the next project. So we, first of all, to make the GPS satellites, the way that they work is basically you get a computer, and the computer goes and gets connected to a wireless modem, and that is that. So we need some wireless modems to be able to do that. So let's go ahead and head inside the base over here, and we can put the pipes down somewhere. Let's just go ahead and leave them in the inventory for now. And now we can make some wireless modems. So these things, and as you can see, our engines are overheating once again. They are red. But in any case, we need some wireless modems, and we need some ender pearls to do that. This is the same procedure that we did last episode. And the materials are already here. Well, mostly here. The other ones, we have some leftover Einsteinium from the previous episode. So let's go ahead and grab some of those, and like this, and grab some Einsteinium. And there we go. Let's go ahead and head back up here and stick the Einsteinium in the thing and make some ender pearls, and then we will be good to go with what we are looking to make. So there we go. We got some of that, and now we need some of this around in the circle. And by the way, this is how you make this is how you make ender pearls with the mod that is the oh, we're out of power. We are very much out of power. Okay. Hopefully those things will calm down eventually. But yeah, so this is how you make ender pearls with the Minechem mod if you have the qualification of not being able to go to the Nether, which is what we have in our series here. We have the rule of not going to the Nether in this series, and we are going to be waiting a long time for these ender pearls to make. But in any case, we have 3 of them to start with, which is perfect. And we actually have 2 wireless modems left over from last time, which is perfect as well. So, the first thing that we are going to be doing is we need something to actually make use of the GPS thing very effectively and very clearly to be able to see what is happening. So, let's go ahead and make one of these pocket computers. Let's make the advanced wireless pocket computer. It is a golden apple. Okay, we need apple and we need gold and we need more gold and we need glass. The reason for making the things there, the wireless pocket computer and the advanced wireless pocket computer and all that is because you can use the computer from ComputerCraft anywhere you are in the world. It's in your inventory and you use it like that. Why am I going over here? We need to get the apples, which are probably inside the chest over here or something. Let's see. Yes, we got an apple. That is good. We need a bunch of gold because golden apples, and we have a problem. Because, seems to me, if you guys remember right, we used all of our gold on the, what was it, the floor. We used our gold on the floor of the base. So let's go ahead and make the, not the advanced wireless one, but rather the standard wireless one. It is still a golden apple. Okay, we have a small problem. I guess we can't do that setup properly. Let's see. Let's use a regular turtle. That sounds like a good idea. Let's use a regular turtle. Unless we have some gold floating around. I'm going to look around and see and make something and come back in a moment. Alright, I just found we have some gold on the wall in the base down here. Let's go ahead and mine some of that and see if what we can get from it. Okay, that's 2. That's 3. Is that everything in the wall there? Is there nothing else in the wall of the base over here? And can we not grab that piece there? Come on. There we go. Got the piece. Let's see. Are there any more hiding behind them somewhere? Apparently not. Doesn't look like it. Okay, let's go ahead and use this gold. We should be able to actually turn that into enough for a full golden apple, which means that we can make a pocket computer, which is great because you may be wondering, wait, how can you turn 3 gold ores into a pocket computer? Or rather, into 8 gold to make a golden apple. Well, the simple solution to that problem, the simple answer to that problem is... Whoops, wrong button. Or rather, right button, but wrong location of the crosshair. The simple solution is that we are going to go over here to the chemical decomposer, and we are going to stick the gold into here. And then they are going to go in here and get filtered through this machine. Let's go ahead and pull out some carbon and things because they're in the way. And the gold is coming through, and it is tripling, which is excellent. And now that it has done tripling, now we can go ahead and grab the gold, and we can go ahead and stick the gold in here. Is this thing done yet? Yes, it is. Okay, that's good. Let's go ahead and go over here and stick the gold in here. We need, I think, 16 gold or something. Is that right? Yes, 16 gold for a golden ingot. And so let's go ahead and stick the gold in here. And now we have all kinds of golden ingots, which is perfect. We have currently 15 golden ingots, and we only need 8 to make the golden apple, which is perfect. So let's go ahead and make the golden apple like that. There we go. That's a golden apple, and like that. And now we can make the wireless pocket computer like this, and let's go ahead and grab the BuildCraft, the ComputerCraft stuff, and grab the wireless pocket computer, and we need, if we want to make the advanced one, we need 7 more plus the apple. We have 7 more plus the apple. That's perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and do that, and grab the glass pane as well, which we do not have at the moment. Let's go ahead and grab downstairs and go ahead and go downstairs rather and grab the glass pane from downstairs, and then we can make our wireless pocket computer, and we can use the computer functions from anywhere, which is perfect indeed. Let's go ahead and grab some glass. Where's the glass? Where's the glass? Where's the glass? We have some glass panes around here somewhere. We do. Yes, we do. 2 glass panes, that is perfect. Let's go ahead and stick the 1 glass pane rather over here and grab the wireless pocket computer. This is the advanced pocket computer. Let's go ahead and add a modem to make it a wireless pocket computer. Let's put it on the right side. or the other side. There we go, advanced wireless pocket computer. That is perfect. So now, in case you guys are wondering how this thing works, basically we hold it, and we go ahead and right-click, and it opens the computer, and now we can type on the thing anywhere we are. So that is perfect, so we can go ahead like that. And as you can see, it is still flashing, it is still running, even though we don't have the menu open, so we can just sort of hold it in our pocket and keep track of different things, whatever we happen to want to use it for, which is perfect. So now we can go ahead and take this. This can tell us what the GPS satellites are telling us. Now we can go ahead and make the modems, which can make the other thing, which is the GPS satellites, which is what we're going to get to right now. So let's go ahead and grab the ender pearls and stick them in here, and grab the stone, which is where? It is somewhere around here. Did we just... No, what? Oh, stone. There we go, stone, and stick the stone down there, and there we go. We got some stone, and now we can go ahead and take the 4 wireless modems that we have down here, and we can go ahead and add them to some computers, which I will make and be back in a moment. Actually, we have 10 turtles in this chest for the previous project that we were working on. I think it was deflooding the basement is what that was. But in any case, we have 10 turtles, and that is all. That is more than what we need for this project because we only have 4 modems. So let's go ahead and stick the rest of the turtles back in the chest over here. So let's go ahead and check this out. So the way that this program works, basically, let's go ahead and head over to somewhere where we have a bit more open space so that we can see how it's working. So the concept behind it, you go over to, let's go around the lake. Hello, chicken. Good day, sir. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the egg. Okay, that was completely unexpected. Let's go ahead and see if we get a chicken. Nope, no chicken. Okay. Let's see now. We can go ahead. That was a little bit surprising. So let's get up on top of this mountain. I think there's no caves in there that we're going to be falling in. And let's go ahead and stick the turtle down here. And whoops, we actually need to turn it into a wireless turtle. So let's go ahead and do that and pick that dirt up because might as well. Let's go ahead and grab these 4 turtles and the 4 wireless modems, and there we go. And let's grab the 4 wireless turtles, which is perfect. Now we can go ahead and stick this guy here. He is at the position of, where is this? On the X coordinate is -226, and the Z is 310, and he is on the Y coordinate of, what is that? That would be 68. 68, it looks like. So that is that. Anyways, let's go ahead and check this out. So we can do let me just look this up. Alright, so just had to refresh my memory how this thing actually works. Probably should have done that before the episode, but in any case, we are ready to go. So, we shall set up a GPS system. So this thing is simply a matter of, you run the program, you run the GPS program, and it's got 3 different options. It's got host, locate, and, you can host it where it goes and checks other GPS satellites to see where its position is. Or you can locate, which means it searches for whatever other, where this turtle's position is and tells you kind of thing. Or you can do host and give it an actual coordinate number. So let's go ahead and do that. Host, gps.host, and let's call this, which position was this? This was X226, Z310, I believe, and 68Y. So, okay, so let's go ahead and X would be -226, and Y is 68, and Z is 310, and there we go. Position is that, and opening channel on modem left. So what this does is now you can see that the modem is active. That's what the red line means, and now you can go ahead and locate where you are based on this GPS satellite. It is transmitting the location of itself, essentially, is what's happening. And so let's go ahead and open this, and we can use GPS, and we can say locate, and finding position says that meters from, like that many meters from that satellite over there. And it says could not determine location, and the reason is because it can't tell. It knows that we are this far away from it, but it doesn't know if we're this far away on this side or on this side, or if we're on this side, it doesn't know where we are. So that is where the second wireless turtle comes in. You go ahead and set that guy up over here, let's say, and this guy is actually a little bit higher off the ground than that guy, so he can sort of locate us a little bit in the 3rd dimension. This is just to demonstrate how this stuff works. So, and then we are going to be moving the satellites up to the top of the world. That's not the right phrase, but in any case, so GPS, let's set the location of this guy, GPS host, and his location is, it is negative 236x, and you can see that on the left side of the screen actually right now, 70y and 310z. There we go. So this guy is now transmitting his location, and this guy is transmitting his location. So now we can go ahead and stand here, and we can go ahead and type in GPS locate once again. Finding position, it's like, okay, we're 5.9 meters from the one guy and 4.9 meters from the other guy. Could not determine position because it does not know if we are standing over here or if we are standing, let's go in third person view. It does not know if we are standing over here or if we are standing over here, because both of them would give us the same distance from those two satellites. So that is where the third one comes in. So let's go ahead and set up the third one, let's say over here. And let's go ahead and GPS GPS host, and let's call this guy, which position is he? He is negative 232 and 69y and 317z. There we go. Now this guy is transmitting his location, and now we can go ahead and stand here, and it will tell us that we are that many meters from that place, and from that place, and from that place. Now it says ambiguous position could be, and you see down at the bottom it says 2310672 62, blah blah blah, that kind of stuff, or the other location. So basically what that means is it's got us narrowed down to two possible locations. So it's got, for example, the one is where we are actually at. Let's look in the top corner of the screen there. On the left side of the screen, you can sort of see that behind this menu, we are x negative 232, y 69, and z 312. And basically, it is unclear as to whether we are... First of all, you may be wondering, why are there so many numbers? There are like 6 different numbers. Well, in between some of them are periods and some of them are commas. So the first number, negative 231.06, comma, the next number is 70.62, and then comma, the next number is 312.98. So it knows our x and it knows our z, but it's confused on our y. Could be 70.62 or could be 67.37. It happens to actually be 69 is where we are right now. But let's go ahead and adjust that, because all we would need to do is to move one of these... Hello, sheep, you're standing on my turtle. Thank you, sheep. Let's go ahead and set up a final turtle, and let's set him up a few blocks higher than this guy. There we go, up like this, and so this way we should be able to tell our y coordinate. So GPS not locate, GPS host, and let's tell it our position, or rather the position of itself, 236, and we will get to later how to actually, 74 rather, how to actually set this on startup so that you can automatically start the program up with telling it its location. So in any case, now we have one guy up higher than the other guys, which is perfect, and now we can go ahead and try this, and we should be able to find our location. Position is blah 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 blah. So perfect. So that is how we find our location. That is essentially how it works. And so now we can go ahead and use this principle to find our location with larger distances on the map. So let's go ahead and get up to the surface. I'm just going to clean this up and take a look at the stuff in a second or two. Now, there's a funny thing with these turtles, and it's that they actually, not the turtles, but the modems, they actually have a longer range depending on how high up in the world it is. So, for example, right here, if we go ahead and scan for the turtle, let's go ahead and use this thing again. I cleaned up all the rest of the turtles, by the way, and then thought that you guys should see this, so that's why it can't actually locate us on the GPS, but it can tell us how far we are from that one turtle. So, if we go ahead and GPS locate, it says that many meters from the turtle. Now, if we go ahead and go farther away, we can go all the way, let's go all the way to the top of this mountain over here, like this. This might be too far, I'm not sure. that many meters, 39 meters from that turtle. If we go even farther, all the way over to, let's go down the other side of the mountain and get over here and try again. Now it says finding position, could not determine position, and it did not locate any of the satellites, and there's only one satellite, which is over there. It is because we are out of range. So those turtles, they have a shorter range depending on how far down they are. So if you send it right up to the top of the world, then it has a really, really long range. I think it's like 256 blocks. I'm not entirely sure on that, but possibly that's the case. So let's go ahead and set this thing up. And yeah, literally set it up. But in any case, in the meantime, let's go ahead and we need to find good locations to put these things. I'm thinking putting them actually like on the F3 coordinates on every like 100 blocks or so, or maybe 200 blocks, but like actually exactly on the block number. I think that might be a good way to do it just for easy calculation for things. So let's go ahead and try this out and see. Let's get to the base and find out where's the closest 100. So you can see the F3 screen on the side. So let's go ahead and find a Z of 200 because that's right about where the base is, and X of 100 would be good. 100 would be through the base, out the other side. So let's go ahead and head to the other side, all the way up here, climb the mountain from the inside. There we go. And now we can head over to here, and now we can go all the way over to the place. There we go. Okay, don't fall in the hole. We now have 100 by, what is this? We need 200 just to make it even. 200 is over this way, 200 is right here. Now, there's an interesting thing because we have a negative number on the X, then perhaps we should give it 99, I think, something like that, because it rounds up or something. Not entirely sure. Let's go right on the 100 just for simplicity's sake, and if you guys think we need to change it in the future, then we can do that. But in any case, now we can go ahead and climb all the way up to the top of the world. Do we even have all the blocks to do this? We may not have all the blocks to do that. Oh, we do. We have plenty of stacks of cobblestone. We have plenty of stacks of cobblestone, and we also have loads of things that we don't want to lose if we die, so that's not very good. Not very good at all. So, let's go ahead and head all the way up to the top of the world, all the way over here. You can see we are currently up to 129, 130, 135, 130, 40, 140, 50, 65, okay, we are out of blocks on that stack. Let's keep going. And we are getting really, really high in the world. We are going to go right to the maximum build height. That is the plan. And when we get all the way up there, then we should be able to set up the turtle and have maximum range on this thing. Make full use of its full capacity of broadcasting. That is the idea, and we are building in space, it feels like right now, because we have no render distance that is long enough to see anything down below. We could actually extend the render distance, possibly. Not entirely sure. We get a lot of lag typically when we do that, but in any case, we are nearly up to the build height, which is 256. We are up to 220, or rather 225, and make that actually 230. And once we get there, we're going to build up a little bit of a platform, put the turtle at the highest block, and a platform underneath it, and you can see the stars. We are really building into space. Whoa, okay. The sun is going down. And we are really building into space. Okay, we are almost there, and oh wow, we are like, it feels like we're completely in space. This is weird. We are building in space, everybody. We are building in space. We are building all the way into space, and that is that. Anyways, we can go ahead and proceed from here. Speaking of space, we need to start heading to space soon. So let's go ahead and take a look at that later. But for now, this guy will not actually place above build height, so let's go ahead and dig down one block and place this guy down right here. There we go. And let's go ahead and not fall off. That would not be good. Would have been smart, actually, to... let's break that turtle. Hopefully, yes, we picked it up. Would have been smart to build out the platform before we risk falling off the edge of the turtle. So, there we go. We now have a turtle right there. And now we can go ahead and build out a little bit of a platform just so that we do not fall to our death quite so easily. We can still do that if we happen to do that, but at least not quite so easily, which is very good. So let's go ahead and head all the way over here and build this out a bit more, and then set up the satellite and stuff like that. So this actually feels like a satellite. We're like right in the middle of space is what it feels like. But in any case, we are now in space. And so now that we're in space, let's take the case to the turtle, if that makes any sense. Probably doesn't, but it sort of rhymes. And now we can do gps.locate, and we can tell it exactly where it is, which is perfect. However, we want it to be able to do this on startup because we don't want to have to, every time we start the world, climb all the way up here to enable the turtle. That would not be very good, so we need to do it on startup. So let's go ahead and create our startup program, because here's the thing. The GPS program is a program, so it can be run just like any other program that we write from the startup, not menu, but program. So edit startup. And for those of you guys who are new to ComputerCraft, basically the startup program will run upon the turtle start, which happens on game load usually. So any program called startup will run on the game start. So that is perfect. So let's go ahead and shell.run, that tells it to run another program. Shell.run, and let's tell it to run GPS program, and that's not a quote. GPS program, comma, and let's put in the arguments, which would be host. We need it to host the GPS program, and it has to be a string. Host the GPS satellite system, and we need it to do, what is the number we need? It was F3. It was negative 100x. Negative 100x. I think that needs to be a string. Negative 100, and we need the y to be 254. 254, and once this is complete, then we can go ahead, 201, we need to actually put that in quotes, there we go, and once this is complete, we can actually have our first satellite completely set up, which is perfect. So let's save that, exit, and restart the turtle and see if it works. Yes, it works! Position is blah, 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 the numbers that we put in, and wait, 201, it's actually on 200. Let's go ahead and edit that because it's not supposed to be 201. It is supposed to be 200 because we are standing on 201, but the turtle is standing on 200. So let's go ahead and edit that all the way over to the end. You have to scroll through all of the text, which is taking a long time. So there we go. Now we have 200. Now we can restart this, and as you can see, it is currently hosting the GPS thing. So we can go ahead and use our pocket computer, locate the GPS, and it says 2.4 meters from that satellite, which is perfect. I think it counts because it's being held in our hand up 1 block because we're 2 blocks tall, so I think that's why it's telling us 2 meters away instead of 1. But in any case, that is besides the point. So let's go ahead and proceed from here. So we currently have the turtle here. Let's try to get down without dying. That would be good. Let's go ahead and try to do this successfully. If we can actually make it down without dying, that would be ideal. And the tricky part is to get onto the pillar. So let's go ahead and build a little bit out here. Come on. Okay, we got a problem. Okay, this is going to be risky because I cannot reach down. I cannot reach down. There's no way to reach down to reach all the way to that pillar, which means that the only way we can get to that pillar is by jumping. So we are going to jump and run forward and hope that we land on top of that pillar, and if not, then we are dead. So let's go ahead and try that. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on a sec. But wait, you may be asking, there is another solution. The solution is that we could just as easily break the block that is right underneath the turtle, and then we can drop straight down here and land on the block. That is the smartest idea. That is a good idea. And in case you were wondering about that, that is actually the best idea. So now we can go ahead and head down to the bottom of the place over here. The sun is coming up already, and so we have a weird line across the screen. And let's go ahead and head all the way down to the bottom of the world and take a look at the moon setting and the sunrise. And that is that. And there's our platform, and we can go ahead and head all the way back downstairs and see what happens. And I will be back. Getting tongue-tied again. I will be back with you once we get down to the bottom because it's going to take a while. You know what, guys? This is taking a really, really long time to dig down. I think we're going to upgrade the poly tool first before proceeding to the next satellite. So let's see if we can actually see. No, we can't see. Oh, we can sort of see. There's a little bit of a dot up there. If you can see that dot, that is the satellite. Let's go ahead and head down. We need to add an upgrade to the poly tool, which makes it faster at digging, and that is the plan. So let's go ahead and do that. We need molybdenum is what I think would be good, which is a very difficult word to pronounce, but let's go ahead and make some, because then we don't have to pronounce it, we just have to use it. So, let's go ahead and grab some of the wherever it is, and I'll be back with you in a moment. Alright, so we now have some molybdenum. Let's go ahead and add this thing. Actually, we just need to go like this. And it takes the ore mining speed down a bit, but it takes the stone mining speed up a lot, which is perfect. And sword goes down a bit, but it's already really high, and axe goes down a bit, and shovel goes down a bit, but it will fit within the space, so that, I believe, did not work. Let's go ahead and, oh, we need a full stack of those things. Oh, that's a different matter. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and be back in a moment and get a full stack. You know what, guys? It's actually gonna take way too long to get the molybdenum, and so I'm gonna go ahead and try a different solution, which would be to use dirt instead of cobblestone, because we'll get up and down faster that way. So let's go ahead and get rid of the cobblestone, and that's that, and grab some dirt, and then head to the next satellite, and I will be back with you in a moment once we are ready to do so. So, as you can sort of see, the satellite is way up there, up above the base here. We're over on top of the base, and we need to go ahead and set up a second satellite. So let's go ahead and set this thing up, I guess, which direction? We don't have enough satellites to cover the entire base area just yet. But which part do we want to cover most? It seems like most of our activities are over in that direction with the lake, and in that direction with the quarry, so I guess we'll cover this section of square over here. So, let's go ahead. We are, right now, this satellite is at, what's the X and the Z, around -100 and 200. So let's go ahead and head this way. It would be -200x is where the next one is. So 200z, -200x. That is the plan. Let's head all the way over to the place. Did I just break the crops? No, apparently not. That is good. And I'll be back with you once I reach the destination and see where it actually is. Actually, the destination is right here, isn't it? The destination is right here. The destination is right about here. -200x and 200z, which is perfect. So we are actually just barely outside of the base. This is the forest, which we go into often. We are basically trying to cover the whole area with GPS satellites. So let's go ahead and do some of that and build up to the top of the world, and be back with you in a moment once we reach the top. You know, it seems to me if this were real life and you were stacking dirt up this high, that you'd actually, the dirt would fall, and because it's not hard, it's just loose dirt, and so it seems to me that this tower would have fallen a long time ago, and yet somehow we are making it all the way up to the very extreme heights of the world on a single skinny pillar of dirt, which is a Minecraft phenomenon that is not possible in real life, and that is that. So, we are about halfway there. I'll be back with you in a moment. We have arrived once again. So, now it is time to set up the turtle on this little island of dirt up here, and there we go. That is a turtle, and we need to... Oh, wrong thing again. Mistake again. And let's go ahead and build out this platform a little bit. And then let's go ahead and place the turtle down like that. There we go. And now let's go ahead and do the GPS host feature and not fall off in the process. We need... It is Z200. So, shell.run. I'll be back once this is done. Alright, this modem is now set up, and the big question actually is, should we have gone 100 blocks or 200 blocks away from the other modem? I believe it's over in that direction. Let's check. I think we're 100 blocks away. Let's go ahead and restart this so that we can actually see things on the screen properly. GPS locate. We are 99 meters from the other turtle over there. So, here's the question. The turtles, actually, they have a range once they're at world height. I think it's 256 blocks that they can go. So we could easily extend the turtles 200 blocks away from each other instead of 100. And what that would do is it would cover a lot larger of an area. However, the other problem is we need chunk loading, or otherwise it will be not useful. But the other problem is that... it can transmit 250 blocks away, but that's in any direction. So if you imagine a square, then you got like your square, like let's say this this turtle's hat is the square of the ground. So you put one GPS satellite there, and another one there, and another one there, and another one there. And if they're too far apart, then anywhere in between on here will be close enough, but anywhere in the middle will be outside of the range of the turtles, if that makes any sense. So I think even though they can transmit 250, it may be best to keep things to keep things within their transmitting limit, possibly. Let's see. I don't know. That may be an idea, maybe not an idea, but we shall find out. But in any case, let's go ahead and proceed down to the next turtle, because we cannot determine location even now because we only have 2 turtles. And we need to be able to triangulate our location so we can tell in this line how far we are between each one, but we can't tell in other directions, so that is not too good. So I'm going to go ahead and build a slight bit of a platform over here, and then go ahead and do some things from there. This actually is a lot faster to get down. Dirt is a lot faster to dig than cobblestone is, which is excellent indeed. So if you're trying to build pillars like this, dirt might be a good way to go. Especially with the poly tool, because with the poly tool, it is it's not like a shovel where it wears out. The poly tool doesn't wear out, which is perfect. There we go. That is the second satellite setup. The first one you can sort of see over on the left there, that little dot on the left, and now that one is this one. And now let's go one more 100 blocks over. Let's go back to where the one over this way is. And then let's go over 100 blocks to the left and cover the area of the quarry as well. Now, you may be thinking, well, you may be not thinking, but it depends. Those coordinates that we're doing, we are matching them up with, whoops, breaking the land there, the crops. But we are matching up the coordinates with, or rather, I'm matching the coordinates with the, what's it called? Minecraft coordinate system. You can actually call the coordinates anything you like, which is excellent indeed. We just I'm happening to be using the Minecraft coordinates because it seems to be a good way to keep track and not be confused. I can just open the F3 screen, and the F3 screen will match whatever the computers are saying, so that if we have a turtle using the GPS system and we try to figure out what's happening, and then where are we heading exactly? But we try to figure out what's happening, what's going wrong with the turtle's program, if the turtle is using the GPS system. And then we can tell if the GPS numbers that it thinks it's using is actually matching the actual F3 coordinates, so we can tell if it's right that way. So that is excellent, and it seems to possibly be more helpful in some ways. So in any case, let's go ahead and head all the way over to the Z of 100 over this way. And we may have to actually work on chunk loading, which we'll do in a future episode. But the reason for chunk loading, by the way, chunk loading is because the Minecraft world is divided into chunks, and in order to keep it running somewhat fast on computers and things, it is split up into various chunks, which are 16 blocks by 16 blocks each, and the Minecraft world will load the different chunks depending on how close you are to them. So if we have satellites set up different places, and then we move out of the area, then the satellite will unload because it's not in a loaded chunk anymore. So that's a thing to consider when we start spreading out a lot more, which means that we will need to chunk load the specific chunks, and there are actually blocks to do that in Railcraft and possibly other mods as well. It can be fairly expensive though, actually. Railcraft chunk loading, let's go ahead and chunk. Nope, that's not the same kind of chunk. Load, is that it? No, it's called an anchor in Railcraft. It's called an anchor, and world anchor, there are different kinds, and the world anchor is diamonds and ender pearls and obsidian and gold, and this one is emeralds, and this one is cyan dye, which may actually be a little bit cheaper, but in any case, they are very, very expensive to set up those kinds of things. And so we're going to go ahead and keep building up to the top of the world, and I'll be back with you once we're ready to set up the next satellite. And once again, we have reached the top of the world. Now we can go ahead and set up the turtle at the top of the world. Let's go ahead and build out a little bit as well, and the turtle goes right here. and that is good. Let's build a little bit of a platform so that we don't fall off quite so easily. And now let's go ahead and set up the turtle. So turtle over here, and let's do the same thing as before with the programs and restart the turtle. And now we have our next modem set up. We now have 3 modems set up. Let's see if this thing is able to determine our location yet. We have 3 satellites. Ambiguous position could be, it's got the X's are the same, the Z's are the same, but it's unclear on the Y. And that's possibly because we are up above the turtle. How should we actually set this up to get a clear Y? Let's go ahead and head down a bit and see if the thing can locate us yet. And locate. And ambiguous position. Okay, so we need actually to set up another satellite. We need to set up another satellite with a different Y position. Perhaps something around here actually might be good. Let's go. Actually, it might even work. I don't know if there's a way Actually, if any of you guys happen to know, if you can let me know, if you can set all of the turtles at the same build height, but having like 4 of them or a different pattern of them, all of them on the same level, like a 2D plane kind of idea. If you happen to know if we can do that and get a clear Y. But I think that if we go ahead and set up the turtle down here, we should be able to do this. So let's go ahead and GPS locate and do this kind of stuff again. Actually, let's do it just here, just to test. GPS host, and let's tell it is -100, 241, and it is 100Z, and there we go. And now we should be able to see that this thing can find our location, hopefully. GPS locate, and position is, yes, okay, so it can find our position. Is that just because we are within the area in between the turtles, or will it be able to extend this when we go down beneath all of the turtles? Will it still be able to use this to locate where we are as far as height? That is the question. Let's see if that is the case. So first of all, let's make this into a startup program, and I'll be back once I reach the ground. And we have just about reached the ground, which is perfect. Now we can check on what the turtles are doing and seeing if we can actually get a good reading on the GPS system. So we now have 2 satellites, one on top of the other over here, and we have a couple more over that way. So let's see if we can locate ourselves. GPS locate position is, and let's see if it agrees with the F3 mode. Position is 103.42. We're at -103. We're actually -104, so I'll need to adjust that a little bit. 90.62, and our Y is actually 89, so it's pretty close. Something's not quite right. I think I labeled some of the locations in those turtles a little bit wrong. Error in rounding and things like that. And Z, we have 99.42, and our Z is actually 99.42, which is perfect. So that is good. We have the correct Z, and we have the not quite so correct X and Y, but they're within the realm of reasonable. I think that off camera, perhaps if I remember to do so, I'm going to go ahead and edit the programs in those turtles to give them exactly the right number, because I think it has to do with rounding and things like that. And let's see if it works from over here. We can locate ourselves. Position is, it tells us our position, which is perfect. And again, the slight rounding error, except for the Z coordinate, which is perfect. Or not perfect, but it is close enough for now. Whoops. As you can see, radiation warning, element Einsteinium decayed into Californium. Basically, we just got radiation poisoning because our stuff decayed just like that. So now let's go ahead, because we happened to have been carrying Einsteinium, which was a dumb idea to do because it's radioactive. So, okay, we're gonna have to clean up this mess. And, okay, that was a little bit unexpected, like that. Let's go ahead and grab all of our materials. Hopefully we can find them all. It appears that we have sort of spread out everything across the mountainside, so it's going to be a little bit difficult to grab everything. I think most of it is on this level over here, and, ooh, there's some experience, which is perfect. And let's see, we've got currently a little bit of dirt, and we are missing our poly tool. Where is our poly tool? Our poly tool, did we lose our poly tool? That thing was very, very expensive to make. Where is the poly? Oh, there's more stuff up here. Okay, let's go ahead and, okay, there's some more stuff up here. That is good. Oh, yes, this is where we died. We did not die down there. Sort of everything exploded and spread downwards. So let's see if we can see anything from up here. We have our pocket computer, which is perfect. We have our poly tool, which is perfect as well. What else did we have of importance? I don't remember. Do you guys happen to remember? Was there anything that we missed? We have our wrench. I think we have pretty much everything that's important. Let's go ahead and check around. Oh, there's some dirt down here as well. That's not really very important. But we may be missing something else. Let's see. We can find something around here. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe yes. Maybe, nope. Nothing else around here. I think we picked everything up, which is good indeed. So, with that little interruption in the plan, let's double check that, Californium slightly radioactive. Let's go ahead and put that into the chest, into the radioactive element chest that will shield the radiation and stop it from decaying. And here we go. There we go, Californium. And we've got nothing else that is dangerous like that. You know what? You know what? It is a very good thing that that did not happen when we were floating in space at the top of the world. That is a very good thing that that did not happen right then. Anyways, let's go ahead and do a little bit more. And what we need to do is to go ahead and test the system. So we're standing here. We're standing within, near the one corner, but we're standing within our limits, our area. GPS, locate, and what I mean by our area is the area that the satellites are working in. Position is, yes, okay. Let's see, if we go all the way over to here, we are pretty much, we're not in the middle, we're more towards these two satellites over here instead of that one. That one's farther away, but we are in the middle between these two, more or less. And let's see if it can locate us here. Position is, yes, it located us. Now, what happens if we go outside of the range of those satellites? So for example, these satellites are in a line roughly about here, and so if we go into this field over here, then we should not be able to locate ourselves properly. Maybe, possibly. Let's find out. Let's locate ourselves from here. Oh, and it locates us, which is perfect. So that is that. So it will stop locating us once we reach a certain distance away from the satellites, but for now, I think that we are in a good situation to do some things, which is perfect. So we can now locate ourselves with a little bit of error in precision, but we can locate ourselves within a reasonable area of the base, which is perfect. And if we go out past this satellite, which is up above those trees over there, if we go out past this one, then we are way out off in the corner, and can we still locate ourselves over there? That is the question. And position is, yes, it locates us, which is perfect. So, and so that is that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video and stuff like that, and if you guys want to see more stuff, then please subscribe and stuff like that if you want to see more things in the future, more videos and things. But in any case, back to the point, which is we have successfully set up a satellite system with a pocket computer and stuff like that. We can use our turtles on any of these, the GPS system to locate ourselves. We can now locate ourselves anywhere within a reasonable distance of the base, which is perfect. And that is that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and if you have any suggestions or comments or whatever, or if you think anything or whatever, then let me know what you think and stuff like that if you have any comments on anything. In any case, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and see you guys later. Bye-bye!